Hi guys, thanks for joining me again. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Anne, and on my channel I review foreign international content. There's so much stuff out there. Like I always say, why not diversify what we watch? And I always say thanks to streaming services like Netflix, Amazon, Hulu out there, we're starting to get more foreign content, and it's just been fantastic. So thank you so much for joining me. If that's something you love to do or getting into, welcome, welcome, welcome. You are in the right space. And I always say, don't be scared of the subtitle. I know some of the foreign shows that we watch have subtitles on them. Keep watching, make the font bigger, always helps with the eyes. And before you know it, our brains are beautiful, they adapt, and before you know it, you're reading and watching and you forgot you've been reading this whole time. And I always like to say as well, just imagine people who don't speak English and they also watch Hollywood or English speaking shows. They've just gotten adapted to reading because the words are being spoken in English, and it's being translated in their language. So if they can do it, we can do it too. So don't be scared, don't miss out. There's so much excellent content out there. And like I always say, you can travel the world sitting on your couch, okay? So come on, let's do it. It's so much fun. Anyway, last time we're in South Korea. South Korea is one of our favorites. They have excellent content out there. Give it a try. Once you watch a K-drama, you're hooked, okay? I warn you, they're addictive. But today, we're back at my other favorite, my home, Africa. Love that Africa is now on Netflix. It makes me so excited. And even more important, this one today is made in Kenya. I grew up in Kenya, so that obviously is close to my heart. And this one just launched on Netflix maybe about a week ago or so. It's called Just in Time. And it actually, when I looked up the show, it actually sounds like it was written by a Nigerian producer, director. I think she's doing a lot of roles, and writer. Her name is Dolapo Adeleke. And then it's filmed in Kenya, and they do use Kenya actresses. And then they also threw in one of our other favorite actor. His name is Mauli Gavon, which I've seen him before. Really good looking guy, right? So it almost felt like, I know it was a Kenyan production or it was filmed in Kenya, but it felt a little bit like intercountry, if you will, as far as Africa. It almost feels like Kenya is represented, Nigeria is represented, and Ghana is represented. So, hey, Viva Africa. Anyway, I thought it was a really excellent show. It's kind of a romantic comedy genre, if I would say. And it's actually about this girl who's being played by Sarah Hansen. I'm sorry, Sarah Hassan. My mistake. She's not English. Not Hansen, Hassan. She works for this bookstore. And I believe, I forget what that bookstore is called in Africa. Is that Textbook Center? My Kenyan friends, tell me below if that's what it is. I forgot if that's the one. And she's working for one of those big, huge textbook stores. And we all know what has happened to textbook stores thanks to Amazon and everything being, you can stream a book, an ebook, or listen to the book. So the physical bookstores, it's almost like they're really starting to become non-existent. That was her job. She's been in that textbook store for years. And the guy who had hired her, who owned the bookstore, passes away. The daughter comes and she's like, I'm selling this bookstore and I'm gonna change it into a spa because, bookstore business is running out of business. And so obviously she's very heartbroken, and she's just like, I can't believe, like, we had a job, now we don't have a job because now you want to sell this and move on. And so she's kind of in that place in her life where she's like, oh my God, my life just got turned upside down. She's now jobless. And then out of the blue, she gets a call from her cousin who apparently they grew up together. They were more like sisters. And then they became estranged because of who the cousin married. She always felt like the cousin was not very being treated well by the guy she married. And now they have a daughter. And so she's out of the blue. They had not talked for a while. She gets a call and she's like, I need your help. I'm needing to go for a trip to Mombasa. And can you watch I suppose that could be her niece, who is being played by this girl. I'm just gonna say, Stacey Waweru is here to stay. That young girl can act. I so loved her. She did such an excellent job. So anyway, she comes for the week to stay with Sarah, Hassan's character, and they bond. They become so close. And in the beginning, it was kind of like, I've never taken care of kids. And you can tell she's giving her all these rules where it's like, my goodness. And the girl is like, I don't know if I can do this, Mom. You have to come and get me. I can't stay with her. But as time goes on, it was just so sweet to see how their relationship built and how they got to bond. And then in the middle of all that, they throw in, obviously, which doesn't hurt at all, Mawuli Gavon's character. He's visiting from Ghana, we're told, and he has a friend who lives in the same apartment complex as Sarah's character. And he's there, I think he's there for a week, a couple of weeks, something like that, a few days anyway, and he's a photographer, and he's come to Kenya to do a job. So in the meantime, he was gonna stay at his friend's apartment, who is not in town, and the keys were left with Sarah. So when he comes to get the keys and they get to know each other, it's how their relationship starts. And he's like, well, you don't have a job, you gotta babysit her, I gotta do pictures, why don't you guys join me, And I love that they did the whole safari where they go and they show the beautiful animals, and obviously it's a romantic comedy, right? Sarah's character and Mawuli's character obviously become close, and you have to watch what happens. I don't like to do spoilers. You have to see what happens if they make it, what happens if he goes back to Ghana, what happens to their relationship. He's only here for a job for a few weeks, and Sarah's character is staying in Kenya. So how are they gonna navigate that relationship? You have to watch there. And then you have to also watch what happens to Sarah and her cousin. Do they amend that relationship, or what happens there, after her watching the niece. But I thought it was a very well done production. I have to say, for the actors, they all did an excellent job. The acting was really, really good. I love the filmography, the shots of Africa. Obviously the safari was really, really nice. There was that one girl, and I forgot what the name of the actress was, when Sarah goes to do one of those, like I think it's one of those women empowerment conferences thing, and she's just like, hey, when you're done, can you fill out a survey? She was hilarious. I thought she only had a few lines in the movie, but she was hilarious. Now I have to say, with the show, I felt like it is a little bit slow, if you will, and then it kind of picks up a little bit. I feel like the acting was good, but the development of the story, I feel like I could have wanted more as far as the development, because I felt like you're trying to give us the relationship of Sarah and Mawuli's character, and then you're throwing in the cousin's husband situation there. That part threw me off. And you tell me what you think once you watch it, where she's supposed to be meeting with Mawuli's character, because this is his last night in Kenya. He's leaving for Ghana, and she goes to confront the cousin's husband, who was clearly not a good husband. And I'm like, that's the day you chose to go confront him and then miss out on saying goodbye to a guy you've spent a whole week with and had an excellent time? don't even pick up your call, and then you're crying. The way she was crying almost felt like she was the one who was being mistreated. I get it. It was supposed to show that she's upset on behalf of her cousin, but I felt a little bit misplaced there. That's where I felt a little bit like I got lost. But all in all, I thought, I felt like it was very well done. I'm just proud of Africa that we are bringing our A game on and keeping toe to toe with Hollywood, Bollywood, call it whatever you want, keeping our name out there. I feel like all these stories need to be told from all countries. It just doesn't have to be Hollywood. And whether they're working with a big budget or small budget, I felt like it was a really excellent show. It was well done. And it's good to show Africa also in good lights. We always see Africa, the poor, but I love when we show Africa that, and this also exists, right? There's people who are doing very well. We speak English. We have nice houses. It's beautiful. Hello, right? So anyway, I suggest you watch it. It's on Netflix. It's called Just in Time. Looking forward to seeing more African content from all over Africa. Just love, love, love. But once again, thank you so much for joining me. Please do consider subscribing to my channel. It does support me. And I'll see you again when I'm reviewing another excellent foreign international content. Deuces.